morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Remote Sim Class. It's Mr. Dowd here. Hope everyone. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Taco Tuesday. Not the way LeBron says it, because he's not cool. That probably just got you guys very happy or mad, depending on what side of basketball you like. But anyways, welcome to our next location is Yellowstone National Park. So I do believe Yellowstone, Yosemite, and Zion, those are three of the biggest national parks we have in the United States. So I assume they'll be a lot longer. Like Wind Cave is only 4 locations. This one is 13. So these videos will be a little bit longer than yesterday. Okay, so we're starting off with the Norris Geyser Basin. So it's a geothermal area, meaning that geo is the geography and thermal is heat. So it's heat vents pretty much. It's the hottest in Yellowstone National Park with the museum, trails, and geysers. I'm not sure if Old Faithful is in this one. I'm not sure. But yep, so you can see some natural geysers. And all those different colors, that's different, if I remember correctly from chemistry class, those different colors are actually different bacteria that thrive in the heat. It's like when there's an algae bloom, although algae is a plant technically, but it's a similar concept. Next is the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, so not the real Grand Canyon as we know it. So this one eroded hundreds of thousands of years ago. The valley features waterfalls and colorful oxidized rock. So oxidized means it's been exposed to air, and it makes it change color. A pretty big valley there. Very picturesque, like everything else on this list. Next is Hayden Valley, and that is I don't know, is it a bison or a buffalo? I don't know. I think a bison. I'm going to guess bison. That's right. Herds of bison can be seen grazing on the lush grasslands of the nature-rich valley. So if you want to go see some bison, this would be a good place to see it. Just grazing along. Although I don't see any buffalo in this picture. But there's a bison. Next is the Old Faithful Visitor Education Center. So if you want to learn more about Old Faithful and the science behind Old Faithful, how it works, yada, 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 this is where you can go because it offers educational exhibits on Yellowstone and the displays volcanic I can't speak today. Although I already said that. Geology artifacts. And here's the mother of it all, Old Faithful. So there's a famous geyser attraction in Yellowstone known for its hot water eruptions on a consistent schedule. So it's actually, I also don't know Old Faithful's schedule by heart, but it is very consistent. So if it says it's going to go off and blow up hot steam, hot water, boiling water into the atmosphere at 12:02, it's going to do it at 12:02 on the dot. It's very, very reliable. That's why it's called Old Faithful. Next, we got the Grand Prismatic Spring. So yeah, so remember I was saying earlier how all those different colors, that's from the bacteria. So it's vibrant bacteria blooms in this thermal basin and scientific research site filled with boiling hot water. So the water's so hot that obviously like a fish couldn't live in there. And algae can't live in there. But different kinds of bacteria that are used to these high heats, have adapted to it, can live in these hot springs. Next up is the Mammoth Hot Spring. It's a famous Yellowstone attraction known for its torrents-like cascades of steaming travertine pools. So it's a bunch of hot springs, pretty much. They're all kind of cascading around and whatnot. Cool stuff. Next is the Lower Terraces area. It's a subsection of the Mammoth Hot Spring. It's a sloping complex of geothermal travertine terraces and viewing walkways. So if you stand on this, it would probably be pretty hot, especially if you get over to here. So that's why they built this walkway, so you can visit the park and still stay safe. Number 9 on this list is the Upper Terrace area. It's a section of the Mammoth Hot Springs with scenic road and hiking trails that travel past steaming travertine pools. So yeah, so these are all the geothermal pools. It looks like something out of a science movie. I guess, yeah. Doesn't look like it belongs in the world. Looks like it's something extraterrestrial. Pretty cool though. Next is the always consistent visitor center. They you can learn about the wildlife, the geothermal features, and a modernized 1909 Army building. So at one point, this was a Army center. Number 11 is the Roosevelt Arch. It's a monumental stone arch built in 1903, marking the north entrance to Yellowstone National Park. So, obviously, I don't know how many people know about Roosevelt, but he was a president, and this gateway was in honor of him. Second to last, we have Tower Falls. It's a huge 132-foot fall, seen from an overlook with a general store above or via a short hike to the bottom. There's a store up there somewhere. Yep, so it's 132 feet. That's pretty far. I wouldn't want to fall from a distance like that, but you can see a nice fall going down. And last but not least, we have the Lamar Valley. It is a river valley area of Yellowstone with panoramic driving route amid herds of bison and other animals. So another good place to see bison. This looks like something straight out of the TV show Yellowstone. So yeah, some cool stuff. But that's going to wrap up things today, guys. So I hope everyone has a fantastic Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. Don't forget to have your tacos for Taco Tuesday. See ya.
Hi Gators! Today I'm making raspberry squares. So I took 1 stick of butter, which is equal to half a cup, and I had to melt it in the microwave. And first I'm going to make the crust. So let me get my scissors. I'm going to put crust in the bowl. And I'm going to take this melted butter, which took about a minute in the microwave, and I'm going to pour it into the crust. Ooh, I haven't made these in a while, so I have to. I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to put 2/3 of the crust on the bottom of this square pan, which I've already sprayed. I know it's shadowy. The sun is out today. How happy are we that the sun is out? Okay. So I'm going to put some of it on the bottom. Just 2/3 of it. I'm going to press it down. And then I'm going to cook the crust for 15 minutes until it gets a little brown before I add the raspberry. So the raspberry filling goes on top. If you want, you could do any kind of filling. You could do blueberry, strawberry. You could probably do apple too. My dog is sitting here like he wants some. Like, really? It's not meat, it's treats, and it's not treats for dogs. You wouldn't like it. Okay. So this is spread out. I only use 2/3 of it. And I'm going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes, and then when I come back, we will put the raspberry on top. Okay guys, so I took the crust out. Now I'm going to put in this raspberry stuff. Yum, yum. And I'm going to spread it all on top of the crust. This is just a box mix, nothing fancy. But it would be good for, like, I guess you could have it with your coffee, right? Spreading that out. It's also good just for a snack if not everybody likes chocolate, but they want something a little sweet. All right, so that's like that. Now I have the rest of this, so I'm just gonna crumble it over. And then I'm gonna cook it for another 20 minutes. It's really sunny out today, that's why you're getting shadows. Okay. And get a nice little crust on it. Voila. Okay, so I'm going to cook it for another 20 minutes, and then it should be all set to go. It'll brown on the top. That's how you know, and it'll brown along the edges. Okay? All right, until next time.
Hey Gators, welcome back to Language and Play. Alright, today we're going to warm up our face and expressions. Alright, so we are going to do a little bit of face wash. Hopefully you guys remember that game, Face Wash, right? You take your wash, squirt it in your hand, rub it out, and then we have happy. Now you stay happy, you make your face happy. Face wash. Sad this time. Face wash. Excited. Face wash. Confused. Face wash. Content. All right, good. Try a few more emotions on your own, okay? Think about what emotions your character might be feeling in your play. So as you did your outline yesterday, emotion plays into it. All right, your character has feelings. What are some of the feelings you anticipate your character having? All right. So today we're going to talk about how to turn our outline into dialogue. All right. So exposition of the play. This is the very first part of the play. This is where we have to learn who the characters are. So an example of how to use exposition in dialogue is if my character is Joe and my character is talking to Jose, I would say, "Hey Jose, how's your day going?" And Jose would respond to me, "Ah, it's great, Joe. How about your day?" Now, we've established two characters. The characters have said each other's names, okay? They don't have to do that for the whole play, but in the first scene, that's how you establish who every character is. Whenever you introduce a new character, somebody has to say who that character is, all right? So really think about that, especially through the beginning part. So as you start to write your dialogue today, I want you to concentrate on making sure that every character is known and what each character is known for. What is the relationship between Joe and Jose, right? Are they friends? Are they co-workers? Are they neighbors? right? What is their relationship? You need to add some words to talk about that relationship between the characters. All right? So you're going to see an example from me on your Google Drive today. Take a look at that example. That's going to help you out. All right? It's going to help you start to fill in the dialogue. So I did the dialogue for just the first part of my scene. Every day I'm going to add a little bit more to show you how to add each. All right? Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to add dialogue for the rising action into the climax. All right? Good luck, Gators. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Hi guys. Okay, remember the cat that I'm drawing and painting. Okay, so we started painting the eyes last time. Hopefully you have a rock by now, but if you don't worry about it. I'd really just like you to follow along by watching me, and then you can try it on your own, either on a piece of paper, or if you have your rock, you can paint your rock. But don't worry if you don't have a rock. All right, so last time we were using some yellow, some light yellow and white, and a little bit of purple to create that look of a shadow or a darker value on the top of the eye. So today I'm just going to be using straight up black. We need a nice black to make that pupil. All right, so let's see. This is my cat Reese. She's got kind of big pupils. She always seems to have that look on her face like she's a little bit like scared by everything. And then there's this picture that I was kind of following along with when I made my drawing. This kitty has a little bit of kind of smaller pupils on there, and this is my cat Eddie that I used to have, and his pupils are like very skinny, so as if the light around him was very bright and it's making his pupils become smaller. Right, so let's see. I think I'm going to do kind of like a not too skinny pupil, but somewhere in between big and small, like a medium-sized pupil. Right about there, I think is good. I need to get a little more black. And I'm going to add another pupil on this side. Again, I'm using a teeny small brush, which helps to have a smaller brush. All right, I'm liking how those pupils look. So next, remember when I was talking about the eyes, making the eyes look a little bit more realistic? So we started with the color, the light color on the bottom, the dark color on the top, then the black pupil, and then you want to decide, well, where do I want to put a little bit of a highlight with that white paint? All right, I'm going to get a different brush. Let's see what I have. Another small brush that I have. And I need to get my white paint. Let's see. Put this little kitty rock down. I'm going to get some white paint now, just using that apple barrel acrylic. And there's also Craft Smart, which I get it at Walmart, but I know there's other places you can get them, like Michael's Craft Store, and that's maybe Target. Okay. So now I want to look at my picture. Do I see those highlights on the eyes? A little tiny bit, I see some highlights. Let's see. All right, it looks like on the left side of the eye, there's a little bit of a highlight there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a little bit of a white dot right there and right there. And then just a little bit of more of a line, not necessarily just a dot, but like a little line in there. There. So I have my little highlights on that eye, so it helps to make it look a little bit more realistic, like a kind of a wet eye. So I'm noticing something on my kitty's eyes that I want to change a little bit. So I'm going to grab some of that purple paint that I used before to make that darker shadow. So right now I'm just getting a little bit of purple paint from my paint tray that I have. And I'm just going to kind of go over a little bit the top of this. Just a little bit of that top of his, the pupil part of the eye. Just a little bit with that mixture of like I kind of mixed the purple and with a little bit of yellow. All right. I think it will look even better when I start adding fur around the eye and I can kind of outline the eye a little bit more. Let's see. Just go back and add a little black. Okay. So I think I'm done with the eyes for now. And next time we'll paint the rest of the cat. And I am going to make him be an orange kitty like this. And I like the fact that he's orange with the blue background because, again, those are complementary colors. Orange and blue are across from each other on the color wheel, so they're going to complement each other and create a really nice contrast of orange and blue. And they're gator colors. Go orange and blue. Woohoo! All right, guys, I'll see you next time. We'll finish painting our kitty on the rock. And you might not have a cat, and that's okay. You can do like an owl or any kind of animal that you wish. All right, guys? I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.